Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to All About the Bass. I'm Lee.
I'm Cece.
I'm liking this. I've started just a bit quieter than usual. And I think that was a bit conscious.
Something's wrong with Lee.
I'm just always like, hi, like screaming your heads off. But hello, thank you for joining us. Look at what we've got. You might have heard in the intro, and might be looking in the intro, like, what are they? What are they? But if you saw anything up here, you will guess. Or the title of the video, probably, actually, right? But
Really?
like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just clicking on random videos until I find something that I like.
I actually do that.
Do you really? Yeah, this is it. Sometimes it's the way. Shuffle with videos. But this is new stuff from Sire. We're having a bit of a year with the new models and new updates and things. So it's always exciting from these lovely, lovely people. Something a bit new as well, really, you know, like, I mean, this sort of shape over here that Cece's playing here, it's a little bit new. This you might have seen with other brands, but not necessarily Sire. This is the first time they've gone in with the single cut beast like this. So, and there's other versions of this, but we'll get into the specs and things. But what were your initial thoughts, Cece?
I like it. I think it's nice. I mean, again, Sire have done that thing where there's no sharp edges on the neck. Feels really nice rolled fretboard. But yeah, initial impression of literally having never picked one of these up, never laid eyes on one, and just jamming with it. It's been really nice. So.
I mean, and we've literally just done that, by the way. We haven't. We're just starting the day. We're just starting the day. Just for all you guys out there. But this is actually new models altogether. This first time we've had an F, I believe, an F10. This is the 5-string. There's a 6-string. There's some fretlesses as well. So all coming through. And this is the U7, isn't it? Yeah, I keep getting this wrong.
My favourite number.
And letter? Or no? No. Yeah, could take or leave you. But yeah, the 7. We've done we've covered a U5 before.
Yeah.
This is where I'm getting a little bit confused. I'll be quite honest with you. U5 was a short scale, passive, from my memory.
Yeah.
This is a long scale, active.
Yes.
But it's still in the U range.
But it can also go passive.
It can also go passive.
We'll
yes.
explain.
So yeah, if you've maybe bought one of the U5s or anything, you're thinking, oh, I've seen this. It's the same. They've just put a preamp in it. It's actually a little bit different. I think there was a bit of a call out for that particular shape and the look, and a little bit more of a slimmed down body. But people wanted it with the actual Heritage 3 preamp as they've made so famous. So yeah, you've got best of both worlds, active, passive. So if you so need.
One thing I've just noticed about this.
Oh, yeah.
You can string through or top load it, which is really cool, actually.
Mate, no, I've just seen the same thing, yeah. I've got the same thing, yeah. So through body or through the bridge.
Don't get that very often.
That's quite nice to have the option. Like, I first saw that on an old jazz bass I bought years ago, and I was like, well, why? Why? You know, surely there's one that's better, but it's not in particular. It's really very, very minute details on tone. We won't get into that rabbit hole.
Don't open that can
Just try it and just see if you like it. If you don't, just don't bother. It's fine. So
I like it because I sit and put my fingers in.
Look, I've got 5. I got my thumb. That's quite quite. Just sit here. But yeah, there are some options: string through, string bridge. But yeah, I think the specs. I'll run you through this one because this one's a little bit more detailed. You see, like, this is neck through body, so actually, like, construction, the neck is built right through the body here. So almost like you put wings on it, as it were. So wings on the side, and then a top to cover all the joins, basically. But this is lovely ash as the main body and the wings. This is Buckeye Burl. I nearly forgot it because it's Buckeye Burl on the 5-string, and it's Poplar on the 6-string. Don't know why, but that's what's going on. I don't know what the tonal difference is there. We don't have one with us, so we can't test it, I'm sorry. But Poplar and Buckeye Burl, but that will give you that nice, I mean, this lovely figuring like they use on this, like, especially Poplar and Buckeye. You can get these that actually really, like, the grain opens up as well. Yeah. We've covered some Warwicks before, I think, where they are like, you can actually feel the texture.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And
this is 5-piece neck, so you've got maple, mahogany, maple. Rosewood, I would say rosewood board. I'm going to have to check my notes because that looks like ebony to me, and it might be ebony. So 2 secs. Yeah, it's ebony. Sorry about that. This is an ebony board. And like Cece was saying, all edgeless fingerboards, so it's all been rounded. I mean, to be fair, like the initial kind of thing, it's not as rounded on this one than I'm normally used to, but that's all good. You know, it's still very, very comfy. 24 frets, which is a little bit different. I mean, there's a couple of sizes in the model that got 24s. 35-inch scale length. So this has got got an extra inch, eh? So like an extra inch there, better like tuning stability as well. And tune, like actually detuning anything as well. If you're going to go down that route, then that will hold those lower tunings better. Standard Heritage 3 preamp with some extra bits. We've got some mid-frequency controls, which I'll try and play around with and just show you what they do. Active passive as well. But if you've seen any of our Sire videos, or if you're a fan, you'll know what this gubbins does. But we will run you through in a second. So. But and humbuckers. Sorry. One more thing. Humbucker. Notice these giant pickups. Yeah, these are the Heritage 3. No, they're not Heritage 3. They're Marcus Miller designed. You know, with him in mind, getting him involved to make sure it's got that modern spark to it. You know, it's like more an Ibanez-y kind of vibe. This or Federa. Nice. I'll mention that, right?
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I've been sat here trying to think what it reminds me of.
Yeah, but you're definitely not paying 10 grand upwards. Starting price like Federas. So like Sire, they got you with the monies. But what you got there, Cece?
Yeah, so this is the U7. I'm pretty sure this is metallic surf green colour, which I really like.
I like it, yeah.
These controls actually threw me for a loop for a second. So initially I thought this would be the tone.
Yeah.
And this would be the bass. It's reversed, so you've got volume, bass, treble, and tone. No, volume. Oh my God, I can't do it. Volume,
pick up,
tone, treble, bass. That's so backwards, but that's what it is.
That's it.
So yeah, obviously this switch, when it's up, it's in active. When it's down, it's in passive. So you lose these two, but you've still got your volume and your tone.
Cool.
We'll go through them properly in a minute.
Yeah. Oh no, totally.
Older body. And then
lovely
maple neck, very nice. It's got that typical Sire thing as well of having the gloss on the fretboard, but thankfully not on the back, so no sticky hands sticking to the fretboard.
Do you know what? Yeah, and you very kindly pointed out this hasn't got the lacquered fretboard, so I don't know. They've made a decision with this one just to leave it unfinished.
Yeah, it's quite unusual. But
especially the other ones we've seen recently, right? They all seem to be having that lacquered fretboard,
But yeah. 34-inch scale length, fairly lightweight actually. I know they've put a lot of effort into making them lightweight. To be honest, I found most Sires are fairly lightweight anyway, so I wouldn't say that it's like massively different, but they're not heavy basses anyway, so if that's something you're after, it's a good option to have anyway. Yeah, nice matched headstock. Bone nut, which I know they've started doing again now.
Beautiful. Yeah, nice one.
Before I forget, they're the Marcus Miller super modern PJ set pickups.
Nicely done.
That's what it is.
Nicely done. I love that this is just cosmetic, but they're actually writing on their pickups now.
I know, it's very nice.
You've got the nice little branded. Oh, get in there. Yeah. Smart, isn't it?
Very nice.
Oh, and I really like, just looking at it from here actually, those little inlays, those instead of the big chunky ones, like they're sort of doing it on here as well, but that's really smart.
What I like well, it's actually on that one as well, but on the inlays, you've got black and then you've got like a little
little bit abalone.
It's like, I don't know if I
little abalone.
Show up.
Love it.
Yeah. It's nice. It's all these little details that Sire add in that make them feel really special. Considering the price as well, it's amazing how they do it. Yes. Oh no, and these are all, well, I say this is about 1400. This is one of the top, the new sort of top end. But yeah, everything else here is definitely sub, 600. This one is 479.
479.
Yeah, 479.
479. Look at that. I mean, and I know that as you're saying, that is that. Just from here, it looks a slightly slimmer body to your normal jazz bass, but maybe not in the centre, just on the ends. Like they've just trimmed down like the width of these parts. It seems just a little bit slimmer, but that looks great.
It's like the body's actually got a bit of a contour to it as well, which is nice. Okay. The one thing that slightly bothers me is the edges are kind of sharp.
Okay.
But it's not really a huge issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, on certain Sires they've been a bit more rounded, so that's something to consider.
Of course, yeah.
Overall,
and maybe that's like as we're sitting with bass.
Yeah.
I mean, then again,
I guess if you're standing, you're not really going to feel it anyway. But
yeah, I think with the strap, you might get around it a little bit, but no, worth pointing out, definitely. And the only other thing to mention here, this is a 12-inch radius fretboard, so it's very, very, very flat. Not compound, but just flat all the way down. So yeah, really going for that modern vibe, you know, with these. So yeah, mentioned $13.99. Comes with a hard case. There's probably stuff I'm forgetting, but all the details below, as ever. And while you're down there, you know, you can click other buttons that says you like things and things. That would be handy. And subscribe. There's be prizes at some point. If you have not entered the prize draw, every so many thousand people we get to, we give out free stuff. We do. We do. We like you like that. Anyway, let's make some noise. Stop talking. Cece, would you like to do the honours?
Yes, let me attempt to... Okay, so this is the blend.
Blender. I've got the blender.
So, just for... It's quite pokey when it gets...
Is that bringing that bridge pickup in? It's just like, yeah. It's got a nice little throaty thing to it, actually.
So that's literally everything else middled. So this one's going to be
treble. Yes.
Why companies reverse them, I'll never ever know.
Everyone wants to be a bit different, right? We could just swip them around and confuse everyone. It's got some bite.
I know.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
That's a nice sort of smoothie sound.
It's very, very mellow.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was quite surprised by that one because
I know.
When I had a little pick up, I was like, actually, it feels quite bright, you know, everything. But that was a nice, lovely, sort of subtle sound.
So this is all bass.
Quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of scope on each of them individually, so I can imagine spending a lot of time with it, you'd get quite a lot of tones out of it.
Totally,
So,
yeah.
seems really diverse.
Nice.
Before I forget, this is the passive mode.
Oh, yeah, good shout. Yeah.
So everything middled. That one, not this one. It's very mellow, like.
Yeah, when you on that passive mode, like you're saying, we take the rest of that circuitry out.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely sounding. Just that you could really hear those pickups just nice and clean then, and that just sounds really nice in the room.
I think what they've said on the description of this is that it's geared a lot towards recording and being like a studio quality bass, which, to be honest, I can kind of hear in it.
You
like
could get that,
It's very diverse, but it's also very clear. So
absolutely, yeah. Which is always the bass player's nightmare, right? Just
I know.
riding a nice tone, but you've still got to be heard. You've got to be cutting through the mix as well, and also all the magic happens in the studio to make that EQ, weird EQ basses, but with the mix they sound nice. But that's, it sounds lovely.
So I'm just going to try it with some pedals, because as you can see, the mothership is on the floor, so it would be rude not to.
Totally. That was great. That's so good.
It takes pedals really well.
I could listen to that forever. That was amazing.
Yeah, I love playing stuff like that.
That was great. Do you know what I was picturing? I don't know if you've ever, I don't know, I'm going off turn. Do you play PlayStation? Do you play games?
I've been playing games longer than I've been playing bass since I was 2 years old.
Ooh, okay. So I've just started playing that game called Death Stranding.
Yeah.
It came out, right? Like, sorry, I wanted to tangent.
Games.
Is it really? Oh, mate. Right, you might be playing this as well. That just totally reminded me of walking around with my little backpack, trying to like get up these things and like waiting for these ghostly things to just pop out. I'm like,
that's one thing I've always wanted to do, is like make game soundtracks and like amalgamate my two loves. So
that's
one day.
Oh, well done. That's wicked.
Yeah,
That's
thank
wicked.
you.
No, nice one. Well, right, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to match that. Right, so this is going to be like...
But you're amazing in a completely opposite way to the way I am.
No, right, but right, I'll show you what this thing can do. I'll try and show you a little bit of these mid-frequency things. Tone, everything, sort of preamp is all at 12. Now it is. All at 12, and both pickups sounds like this. Just play with these mid frequencies. I'm going to change both at the same time. There's 3 stages on each, but I'm just going to, obviously, like you could go opposite directions with these little switches and do all those things, but we haven't really got that time. But these are 2 in the middle. up. Sorry, I need to sorry there. Just go back. And back to the last one. Just on that, like the two down positions, it seems to be like that extra rumble.
Yeah.
And that's just sort of a low mid, and then it will be all different mid frequencies basically you're picking out for the pickups. And let me just like give you back pickup. It sounds like this. Sorry, this is really quite different to get used to. When you're going up this end and you haven't got your thumb coming over, it's not as alien as you think when you get used to it, but I'm still tripping over myself, so apologies. You see my thumb disappearing as I go this way.
You're doing better than I would.
No, that's right. Right, we've got neck pickup. So all that I can't really do. So just to explain a little bit, you've got the Heritage 3 pickup preamp, which is volume. Let me start that again. The Heritage 3 preamp, which is volume, overall tone, blender or pickup balancer. You got treble, mid, bass in that order, and underneath here. Mid-frequency, so you can actually choose which mid-frequency, either low or high, that you want to change. And obviously when you're doing that with the mid-frequency and then you're using these switches, you have ultimate mid-range control. Don't complain, right? Like that you don't need any more than that, right? 2 switches, frequency, amount of, right? Don't say they don't treat you. So yeah, options galore. And this is obviously in the style of, more of, I guess, like more of the jazz players. I see a lot playing this sort of type of bass. I don't know why. I don't know if there's any particular jazzy gain that you get from this extra bit.
It just looks like jazz.
Looks jazz. But obviously it doesn't have to be for that style. If you dig the look, and especially if you're detuning or anything, if you're in like a heavy band or anything, I'm sure this will take a nice. Actually, saying that, let me get a pick. See what it sounds like. Both pickups there. Get a little bit of drive. You know, that sort of thing.
Sounds great.
It's not really my sort of thing. Yeah, right, nice. But yeah, it holds that really, really well. And it's these new humbuckers. I mean, I'm sure they probably use these in the M series. That's where I've seen them come through before. But I haven't really played too much with them since we've done the videos. I haven't really played because I've got the jazz basses.
Of course.
So really cool. And obviously big chunky high mass bridge is always going to help with sustain. I could just keep going on. I do quite like this bass. I'd like to see the 6-string actually. And there's a fretless coming out of it as well. So I don't know which ones we're getting, but please do keep an eye on the website if you are interested. And we'll have some in very, very, very soon. And obviously this as well. Say if you like this style as well, but say mentioning the U5, so you're not too bothered about the active stuff, and you want to, maybe you're coming from guitar or you're slightly smaller frame as well. Obviously basses are one of the biggest strung instruments you can find. In
the electric world.
That's true. Yes, very good point. But that might be a bit more accessible for you, you know, if you wanted to get into bass. So check their U5 out, or say the brand new U7 for all the gadgets and the gizmos, and the new writing on the pickups. I think that's what I'm excited about. I don't know why.
The number one
They can
feature.
write on their pickups. Yeah, yeah. But I think that's about it. We'll play something to go out, and we'll see you so very soon, hopefully for something else. So please say there might be some more
waving
videos.
already.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we're waving to start waving. But there's probably stuff up here and up there. But see you soon.